Comply with Bridezilla or leave, okay? My friend, Gemma, tells me about how she and an entire group of bridesmaids left a wedding after their friend dared them to. So this all happened a few weeks ago. A longtime friend of Gemma's group was getting married in another state, but the day of the wedding, she suddenly had a problem with one girl who wore glasses, which she didn't have an issue with beforehand. The glasses girl told her she wouldn't wear them during the vows and pictures, but the Bridezilla didn't want her wearing them at all and was screaming at her to not put them on for the rest of the day. Obviously she couldn't do that since she needs to see. The argument got more heated until Bridezilla gave her the ultimatum to take them off and keep them off, or leave. This is when Gemma and the other bridesmaids stepped in, told Bridezilla she was out of line, and that they would all leave if she forced the girl with glasses to leave. Bridezilla called their bluff and, being maids of their word, the bridesmaids left the wedding and decided to celebrate and eat at a restaurant before they head back home. Bridezilla called them several times after they left, telling them that she didn't care about the glasses anymore and begged them to come back to the venue. But they not only refused but also chose to end the friendship with her altogether. Gemma said that the wedding proceeded as follows, just minus the bridesmaids and a few awkward stares because everyone heard the Bridezillas screaming from earlier. Gemma told me that the Bridezilla has always been like this, throwing a tantrum when she doesn't get her way, and that the meltdown at the wedding was just the last straw for them. Personally, I think she's got a monk's patience if she put up with her for that long. I'm picturing a half-dozen women in butt-ugly bridesmaid dresses sitting around a table at an Applebee's getting drunk and laughing their asses off at Bridezilla. Heartwarming. Lol, and well-deserved. Rip to the bloke marrying her. It seems that weddings for some women are not celebrations of the start of a life with someone they love, but a venue to just act ugly and often get away with it. It is nice to hear when that backfires. Best girl squad ever. I hope they gave bridesmaids' dresses a traditional Viking funeral. When I wore glasses before my LASIK, I couldn't see anything beyond maybe 3 inches. I couldn't read, see a clock, etc. I wore them every waking hour. I got throwaways for my own wedding, but it was miserable. Bad astigmatism makes regular contacts really uncomfortable. This is beyond Bridezilla. I can't even imagine. Wonderful MC story. One thing I've seen, especially in our anti-work and our malicious compliance, is that if a situation presents the opportunity to call someone's bluff, they're usually not bluffing. Wonder how could somebody marry a girl like this? Seems that a lot of location flag were ignored. Screamy, entitled People Getting Justice. Love this. Delicious. As a glasses wearer with really bad eyesight, I guarantee forcing me to go glassesless would end in some sort of absolutely horrifying event. Either tripping up the aisle or walking into a grandma or smashing into the wedding cake. I would 100% do something ridiculously clumsy. Not a threat. I'm like a 9 in both eyes. I'm always curious with cases like this. And sorry to make it gendered, but it really is. Why do so many women have friends like this? And continue these friendships to a point that they agree to be someone's bridesmaid? I just don't get it. How does someone let it get that far? And I can safely assume this wasn't the bride having some kind of psychotic break and acting out of character. Because then they all wouldn't be so happy to just end the friendship just like that. I just don't get it. There's the idea in disability circles that one's devices, wheelchair, walker, cane, should be respected as part of someone's body. I kind of feel the same about my glasses. I just wish that they could have walked out while the guests were arriving for the ceremony. I remember reading a woman's experience of being a bridesmaid with the bride who was entitled rude and a bridezilla like this. One of the things she said was during the lead up to the wedding, all of her bridesmaid group just kind of gave in on all of the demands. Because they thought she was so stressed out. Because they were friends. Because they were going to be the bridesmaids and they felt that was their role. But once the wedding happened, they all reverted back to just being a group of equals. But the bride didn't. The bride kept acting like she deserved all of the attention. That she should get everything she wanted her way. That she got to make all the decisions and everyone should just agree with her choices. And the bride just could not understand that that was not going to be the case. After I read that, I have always wondered about the time after the wedding when you read about these kinds of stories. For those who are wondering what the big deal is and why Glasses Girl couldn't just leave them off for the day, https u2.be/ayev59rmd. As a severely myopic person who was unable to wear contacts, I would have flatly refused. More than 15 minutes of going without would have given me a migraine. No longer applies. Intraocular lenses are great inventions. Does Bridezilla expect Grandma to do without her cane? Uncle Fred to leave his wheelchair and stand? As someone with severe myopia and astigmatism who can't wear contacts, you don't want me walking more like stumbling around without my glasses on. I will hurt myself and others and will land myself in the earth. My glasses are a legit medical device that I need to function. If my options are not wear my very necessary glasses or leave, I'm leaving. Maids of honor. When a bride puts this much weight on another person's appearance at a big party, imagine how she will be as a partner. This marriage won't last. That's like telling someone they can't use their wheelchair. Folks don't get how debilitating it can be without glasses for glasses wearers. I'd have to be guided around without mine, and how hot is that? And I laughed and laughed and laughed, tears of joy, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 tears of joy, rolling on the floor, laughing, tears of joy, rolling on the floor, laughing, tears of joy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.